What's up, guys? Today we have the PlayStation TV. Yay! I was really excited to get this. It was only 40 bucks on sale at GameStop, and they were out of it, so I ended up price matching it at Best Buy. It's a really cool device. It's not as cool as you think it would be. I was really hoping that it would have more features and be able to do like Netflix, which it doesn't do. It does do Hulu. It does stream from your PS4, which is fine if you're playing a slower paced game, but if you're playing a faster paced game like Wolfenstein or any first person shooter like Call of Duty or anything like that, forget it. There's just way too much lag. But if you're doing a slower paced game, it's fine. It's not that big of a deal. But the speed is a big deal when you're trying to stream from your PS4, which is kind of their big selling point on this thing. But I do like the fact that I can play Vita games on it. I took Final Fantasy X, my Vita version, put it right inside, booted it right up, and I really couldn't tell that much of a difference between that one and the PS3 version. Not a big difference. But I'll get some footage of that and show you that later. Let's open up the box. And here it is, the PlayStation TV. On the front, you have a picture of the unit. On the side here, you get a nice little layout of what all this thing can do. On the other side, you have another picture of the unit. I guess that's, store displays. That way they can do it nice. If you'll notice in the bottom left corner here, you'll see where it says memory card for the PlayStation Vita is sold separately. It has a 1 gig card built in. And on this side, you'll see where it says, this is how easy it is to hook it up. Just plug it in and go. Let's open this thing up. It's just a little, hey, look, card. We have a white box. Ooh. Okay, we have a power adapter. Comes with a nice 6-foot HDMI cable. Here's all the books and stuff. It's going to take me way too long to get this thing out. Let's compare this to the Apple TV. So, as you can see, it is definitely smaller than the Apple TV. It's about half the width of the Apple TV. It's about 2/3 as wide. It's got basically the same connections on the back. The Apple TV does have an optical out. They both have network. They both have USB. They both have power. The Vita does have a memory card slot, and that one you will use the Vita memory card because it only comes with a 1 gig built in. On the side, it does have a slot for the Vita games. And that's about it. It's pretty tiny otherwise. Let's see this in action. Alright, so here's the PlayStation TV screen. Now, I've already set this up, but every time I lose power or unplug it and plug it in or something like that, I have to reset the date and time. Not 100% sure why, but I have to. So, I'm using a PS4 controller, and I need to watch the actual. It's 4:51. Now you're going to notice it looks a lot like the PlayStation Vita screen. It's pretty much the exact same layout. So I only have the 1 gig. I did not move the card from my Vita over because I like having a lot of space on my Vita to take with me. As you'll see, it's got the same screens just like when you're in the PlayStation Vita. Like I said before, I have Final Fantasy X installed on here. You don't use the touchpad on the PlayStation 4 controller. You hold circle. You hold triangle, and that closes your window just like it does on the Vita. So let me show you what Final Fantasy X looks like on here. Let me look at the actual screen and not try to do it from the computer. Now, I was kind of impressed with the video quality of the PlayStation Vita's version of Final Fantasy X. Loading, loading, loading. It's not the most powerful thing. I noticed when I watch baseball games on the MLB app, it stutters quite a bit. It has a hard time. So, I mean, the Wi-Fi on it sucks. I've been using mine networked in, and you can tell the difference. But here's the Final Fantasy X footage. And I thought this was going to end up being grainy. It's really not. I was quite surprised. But there is a list out there of all the games that are compatible with the PlayStation Vita. I will leave a link in below. I think I can find that somewhere. So this is gameplay for Final Fantasy X. As you can see, it looks really, really well. I'm sure it doesn't look as good as a PS3 version. I'm really sure it doesn't look as good as a PS4 version. But if you only want to buy one version, like the Vita version, and then just put it back and forth and be able to play it on your TV, this is a great solution for that. So if you haven't played Shovel Knight, it's one of the best games ever. And what's cool about Shovel Knight is it's cross-buy. I know this is a terrible game to show an example because it is old school 8-bit Mega Man type graphics. So there you go. Would I buy the PlayStation TV? Yeah, if you can find it for $40, go ahead and buy it because it's not a bad system. Especially if you have, like me, I don't want to put a full-on video game machine in my bedroom, but tiny little PlayStation TV, it lets me play Vita games and I can stream from my PS4. Let me show you that too. Alright. So this is the PS4. I'm going to do this with my PS4 off. Alright. Now this is my PS4. You can basically do everything from the PS4 except you cannot stream video. But like I can play PT right from here. I haven't found a game yet that doesn't work. The only difference is there is a delay. I haven't hardwired my PS4 in. I don't know if that'll fix it, but I'm going to do that next to see if that helps at all. But as you can see, it's running in what appears to be pretty close to full resolution. There is a slight delay, which in this game isn't that big of a deal, but on faster paced games, it is a big deal. So, to wrap things up, PlayStation TV, pretty decent system, especially if you can find it at a good price. Downfalls, no Netflix support. The web browser's kind of crap, but I mean, it's basically the same as the one on the PlayStation 3 or anything like that. The web browsing on a console has never been awesome. There's just not a lot of TV apps that you would want. There's no HBO Go. There's none of that stuff. Hulu Plus does work as an app. I did read somewhere where they said you could use Netflix via the website, but I could never get it to load. And there's also some stuff I've seen where there's hacks to where you can actually get it to stream video from the PS4, but I haven't been able to get that to work either. Besides that, it's a good little system, especially if you want to play some Vita games or you want to stream for your PS4. Yeah, definitely go out and buy it. If that's not what you're into and you're looking for something more TV related, get something like a Roku, Amazon Fire Stick, Apple TV, the 5,000 other different streaming devices out there. There's tons of them. I don't know if the new Steam box is going to have Netflix and all that stuff on it, but it looks really cool as well. Besides that, guys, I don't have anything really terrible to say about it. It's a good little box. If you're looking to play some games, go out and get it. If not, don't. Doesn't bother me any. So, if you guys like my channel, please subscribe. Hit that thumbs up. Could use them. Have a great weekend. See y'all in Mortal Kombat X.